Thank you for tuning in for the review of the best products available today. These models were chosen from a large variety of products based on their overall performance and review of thousands of consumers that have purchased them through countless hours of research, side-by-side comparisons. It's believed that the following products are indeed the best on the market today. Please take a moment to follow the product links listed below to each product for more information. Sit back and relax while you watch the best highly recommended products for this year.
So let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we have inside. First, we have a little user's manual, and yeah, we might come back to that if we need it later on. Next thing you'll find up is a battery. Now this is a 1000 milliamp hour battery at 3.7 volts. So I haven't done any testing on this to see how long it'll last. Maybe we can do that in the future. Next up inside the box, apologize for the crinkling of the plastic, is the radio itself. It does feel pretty good. It does not have a detachable antenna. Looks like we've got an on-off and volume switch, and then a channel selector here as well. So let's go ahead and put the battery on. Well, I'll tell you what, before we do that, you can see right here that it does have the FCC ID number, and the output power is approximately 2 watts. Now, I was a little concerned with that power output. Most of the time I associate FRS radios with a lower power output of only half a watt. When we get over to the computer, I'll show you how they're getting around that limitation and running the full 2 watts. So it does feel fairly nice in the hands. I'm going to put that pretty much on par with, say, a Baofeng UV5R. So nice build quality here. I don't see anything that should give us any trouble or any complaints.
Power on.
Powering the radio on, it gives you some information. It lets you know that the power is on, and it tells you what channel number you're currently on. And as you move through the channels, it will announce which channel you're on.
3, 4, 5.
So it's pretty quick and easy to tell what channel you're on by listening to the voice coming out of the radio. One thing I don't like is there's really no good, real good visual indicators as to what channel you're on looking down. There are channel markers down here on the bezel, but black on black is pretty tough to read. So if there was an upgrade that they could make, I would say give it some white letters on that black bezel there to make it a little bit easier. We've also got a carry handle or strap in there, and then of course the belt clip is in the box. Last up is going to be the charging cradle, and then the USB adapter so that we can plug it into 110 power. So you've got options there if you want to plug it in and use 110, or if you want to use the USB. So let's go ahead and jump over to the computer and see if we can download the information off of the radio into Chirp. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is open up Chirp, and we'll go ahead and download the contents of the radio. So I'm going to select my port, which is USB 0. We'll scroll down and select Redivus. And then the model number is H777. So let's just go ahead and click OK, and you'll see that it's cloning from the radio. Now, this is kind of what I was interested in seeing, was which frequencies exactly it was using, and if it was using any squelch methods, so tone squelch here and a digital squelch here. So it looks like, now I haven't tried to reprogram this radio, but it looks like if you wanted to make some adjustments in here and maybe change some of the squelch settings or something like that, you would be able to do so. Going ahead and looking at the settings list, you'll see that we get a few more settings that we don't have on the radio itself, so we can also make some of those changes. Now, one thing I wanted to do was I also went over to the fcc.gov website and pulled up their list of FRS frequencies. And if you notice right here, starting with what the FCC calls channel 8 through channel 14, these are all limited to 1/2 a watt. And most of the radios, like you'd buy at Walmart in a blister pack, they cover all of these frequencies, and therefore they're limited usually to 1/2 a watt. Looking at the frequencies that they're using on this radio, let me get this window scooted over a little bit so we can see both of them. You'll notice over here on this list, they're only using 16 frequencies, and they have omitted these frequencies here that are limited to 1/2 a watt. So that's the way you're able to legally use this radio at 2 watts.